Planning a trip to the stunning Dominican Republic? Know where to avoid for a safe journey? One of the Caribbean's most geographically diverse countries, the Dominican Republic is a traveler's paradise. From breathtaking mountain scenery to colonial architecture and beaches, it offers an array of attractions. But like any popular tourist destination, it comes with places that are best avoided to ensure a safe and enjoyable vacation. Traveling is about immersing oneself in new experiences and cultures, but it's equally important to be aware and informed about the areas you plan to visit. The Dominican Republic is no exception. Even in this tropical paradise, there are areas where tourists need to tread carefully. So, as you plan your trip to this vibrant Caribbean gem, remember that knowledge is your best travel companion. Armed with the right information, you can navigate your way around any potential pitfalls. Let's dive into the top 10 places to be cautious of when in the Dominican Republic. Starting off our list at number 10 is Higüey. This city, located in the eastern part of the Dominican Republic, is often overlooked by tourists, and for some good reasons. Higüey is known for its high crime rates, including pickpocketing and theft, which are unfortunately common occurrences. This, coupled with the lack of tourist attractions, makes it a less than ideal destination for travelers. Higüey does house the famous Basilica Cathedral Nuestra Señora de la Altagracia, which attracts a significant number of local pilgrims each year. However, the city's general lack of infrastructure and amenities tailored to tourists can make visits challenging. Furthermore, the local transportation system can be quite tricky to navigate, especially for first-time visitors. So, while Higüey might have its charms, it's best to visit with caution. Remember, the aim of travel is to enjoy and learn, not to put yourself in potentially risky situations. Next up at number 9 we have Bávaro and Punta Cana. These well-known tourist hotspots are celebrated for their stunning beaches and luxury resorts. However, it's worth noting that these areas also carry potential risks for unsuspecting visitors. In bustling tourist zones like these, petty theft and pickpocketing are unfortunately not uncommon. Whether you're strolling along the sun-kissed shores of Bávaro or exploring the vibrant nightlife in Punta Cana, it's essential to stay aware of your surroundings. Consider these tips. Keep your valuables close and out of sight, avoid flashing expensive items, and be cautious when using ATMs. It's also a good idea to use hotel safes for storing your travel documents and other valuables when you're not using them. Remember, safety is just as important as enjoyment on any trip. So while these areas are beautiful, be vigilant and keep your belongings secure. At number 8, caution is advised when visiting Ensanche Isabelita. Ensanche Isabelita is a neighborhood located in the eastern part of Santo Domingo, the capital of the Dominican Republic. Despite its proximity to the city center, it's not quite the tourist-friendly spot you might expect. The area is characterized by a lack of suitable accommodations, restaurants, and recreational facilities that travelers typically seek out. Moreover, safety can be a concern in Ensanche Isabelita. While it's not the most dangerous area in the city, incidents of pickpocketing and muggings have been reported, particularly after dark. It's always best to stay in well-lit, crowded areas and avoid flaunting expensive belongings. Additionally, the neighborhood lacks the charm and historical allure that other parts of Santo Domingo offer, making it less appealing to tourists. When planning your trip, it's crucial to consider these factors and prioritize your safety and comfort. Remember, your safety should always be your top priority. Number 7 on our list is Los Alcarrizos, a sprawling urban area in Santo Domingo. Los Alcarrizos has gained notoriety for its high crime rates, which are largely attributed to its densely packed population and lack of adequate police presence. The city's labyrinthine layout with its narrow, winding streets can prove to be challenging for unfamiliar visitors, making them easy targets for petty crimes. Moreover, its distance from the usual tourist routes and attractions means that there is a dearth of tourist-friendly facilities and services, making it less appealing for those seeking to explore the Dominican Republic's rich culture and history. In addition, Los Alcarrizos has been plagued by issues of inadequate sanitation and infrastructure, further diminishing its appeal to travelers. The area also sees frequent power outages, which can make navigation and communication even more difficult for tourists. In essence, it's best to steer clear of Los Alcarrizos if possible. It's better to focus on safer, more tourist-friendly areas of the Dominican Republic to ensure a smoother, more enjoyable travel experience. Moving on to number 6, we have Villa Juana. This urban district, nestled in the heart of Santo Domingo, is a vivid reflection of local life. But let's be honest, it's not exactly a tourist's paradise. Villa Juana is riddled with safety concerns that can make it a risky venture for travelers. From petty theft to more serious crimes, it's a place where you need to be constantly on guard. Moreover, the area lacks the kind of attractions that most tourists are drawn to. While it has its fair share of local eateries and markets, it doesn't offer the scenic beaches, historic landmarks, or vibrant nightlife that you'll find in other parts of the country. In short, Villa Juana is more for the adventurous, off-the-beaten-path traveler, and less for the casual tourist seeking a relaxing getaway. So, while Villa Juana may be a part of the local experience, it's not the safest choice for tourists. Halfway through our list, at number 5, is Santo Domingo's colonial zone at night. This area, rich in history and brimming with daytime charm, undergoes a transformation as the sun sets. Despite the allure of its cobblestone streets and the allure of centuries-old architecture, the colonial zone presents certain challenges for the unprepared visitor when night falls. While it's a lively spot for nightlife, with bars and restaurants buzzing with local energy, it's important to be aware that the narrow, dimly lit streets can be disorienting. Furthermore, like any urban area worldwide, it's advised to be cautious of pickpockets and opportunistic individuals who might take advantage of tourists. The colonial zone's enchantment is undeniable, but it's crucial to remain alert and stick to well-populated areas. An evening stroll can quickly turn into a disconcerting experience if you wander off the beaten path. Remember, it's always safer to explore well-lit and crowded areas after dark. At number 4, we advise caution when visiting La Zurza. Tucked away on the outskirts of Santo Domingo, La Zurza is a neighborhood that's often overlooked by travelers, and not without reason. While its labyrinthine streets might seem enticingly authentic, the area is unfortunately known for its high crime rates. Muggings, pickpocketing, and even more serious crimes can be an issue here, especially after dark. Moreover, La Zurza lacks the kind of tourist-friendly amenities that most travelers take for granted. Few restaurants or hotels cater to out-of-towners, and public transportation is scarce and unreliable. English is not widely spoken, and the lack of proper signage can make navigation a real challenge. It's not all gloom and doom, though. With a local guide, you can uncover some hidden gems and experience a side of the Dominican Republic that few tourists ever see. But for the average traveler, the risks simply outweigh the rewards. In summary, it's best to avoid La Zurza unless you're with a local guide. Coming in at number 3 is Los Tres Brazos. This district, nestled within the vibrant city of Santo Domingo, may seem like an enticing prospect for those seeking an authentic Dominican experience. Yet, beneath the surface lie issues that make it a less-than-ideal spot for tourists. Los Tres Brazos is marked by higher crime rates than you'd ideally want to encounter on your vacation. While it may offer a glimpse into the everyday lives of the Dominican locals, the risk factor here is significant. From petty theft to more serious crimes, the district has a reputation that precedes it, and not in the best way. Traveling should be about creating beautiful memories, exploring new cultures, and soaking up the sun on pristine beaches. You deserve to feel safe and secure throughout your journey, and unfortunately, Los Tres Brazos may not provide that assurance. So, it's best to give Los Tres Brazos a miss when planning your itinerary. Our second cautionary location is Cristo Rey. Situated in the heart of Santo Domingo, Cristo Rey is a neighborhood that, while rich in culture and history, unfortunately, presents some challenges for travelers. The main concern here revolves around safety issues. Despite its central location, Cristo Rey has a reputation for high crime rates, particularly theft and street crime. It's not uncommon for tourists to be targeted, as they are often perceived as easy targets. Moreover, Cristo Rey lacks the typical tourist-friendly amenities. Unlike other areas of Santo Domingo, it doesn't boast a plethora of hotels, restaurants, or shops catering to international visitors. Public transportation is also less reliable and may prove challenging for those unfamiliar with the local system. While we appreciate the authentic Dominican experience that neighborhoods like Cristo Rey can offer, we advise you to exercise caution. Always be aware of your surroundings and avoid venturing out alone, especially at night. Remember, it's always better to be safe than sorry. And finally, the number one place to avoid in the Dominican Republic is La Romana. Known for its vibrant culture and stunning beaches, La Romana, paradoxically, is a place to approach with caution. The city has an unfortunate reputation for high crime rates that can make your stay less than idyllic. In particular, petty crimes such as pickpocketing and purse snatching are common, especially in crowded areas. The lack of a substantial police presence is another concern, which can leave tourists feeling unsafe and exposed. Further exacerbating the situation, scams targeting tourists have become significantly more sophisticated over the years, requiring visitors to be ever vigilant. It's a disheartening reality in a city that holds so much potential for an unforgettable vacation. Therefore, it's crucial to stay informed and plan accordingly. So, while the Dominican Republic is a beautiful country, it's important to know where to avoid to ensure a safe and enjoyable trip. So, there you have it. The top 10 places to avoid when visiting the Dominican Republic. From the bustling streets of La Romana, the densely populated Cristo Rey, the tough neighborhoods of Los Tres Brazos, to the challenging conditions of La Zurza. We've also cautioned against the colonial zone of Santo Domingo at night, advised to be wary in Villa Juana, and alerted you about Los Alcarrizos and Ensanche Isabelita. And of course the tourist hotspots of Bavaro, Punta Cana, and the city of Higüey. These areas may pose certain risks, but this doesn't mean they're void of culture or beauty. It's always crucial to do your own research, talk to locals, and stay informed. Being prepared and aware can turn a potentially risky situation into a smooth journey. Remember, always be vigilant, and your trip to the Dominican Republic can be an unforgettable experience. Safe travels.